Blimey, it's the bright lights filter. It is actually quite dark outside, so I put extra light into my device, but now it's all a bit stark. Anyway, good afternoon, Stark fans. It's Thursday. I nearly said Friday. Bit wishful thinking going on there. Thursday the 9th of December, ready for some sway. All right, Sandra, fancy seeing you again. Sandra and I have just seen each other in Marks and Spencer's, haven't we, Sandra? V, afternoon V, and best wishes to your mum, please. If you could tell her that in your best Italian, V. Just pass that on to your mum now. Is she listening, V? Don't make me say it. Don't make me say, "Are you all right, Augusta?" in Italian. No, I'm not going to. 3 in. Sue's all right. Sue is in. All right, Sue. Dartmoor's arrived. I was just catching up with the 4 p.m. progress this week. Had a look at what Kelsey has been doing with you. She's been on wax on, wax off theme, I think. And I'm on the 4 p.m. again tomorrow. So I'm going to come and stay, Augusta. There you go. Thank you very much. I'm going to be on the 4 p.m. again tomorrow, so I've taken the liberty of doing an addition today. So I'm adding on to wax on, wax off, I think is what she's called it. Just get my movement smacking teeth in while I say that. Afternoon, Doris. How funny, see, I was just walking past the gents' trousers and I heard Bex, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, who spotted me? Thank goodness it was you, Sandra. Otherwise, I would have done a duck and dive behind the men's corduroys and pretended I didn't hear. Because you know how sociable I am now, Sandra. Truth's out. Doris, you know how sociable I am as well. Not. Julian with G's in. You know how sociable. Oh my goodness, you all know too much. You all know too much. I think Miss P's at an appointment, so she won't be in. What are you telling me, Bridget? You're just in wrapped up like a... do you mean to say Michelin? Is it because it's cold? Do you look like a person wrapped in bubble wrap? Because it's chilly. Actually, it's really quite mild, I think, this afternoon. Just had a wander out with Irma, and I didn't need my hat. It was too warm. We love talking about the weather here on Make Movement Your Mission. All right, Ken, afternoon. We're on 57 on the clock, so 3 minutes to go. All right, Maddie, come on in. I've been catching up on the hourly prompts today. Since 8 a.m. snack this morning, I've put out some additional movement minutes, some moving alarms every hour today. If you have a scroll back through the group, you'll see them all there. Probably all jumbled up and mixed up now, but do have a look at we date stamp everything on here, so I mean, it doesn't really matter. There's no particular order to movement snacking or crowbarring in. Adele's in, Island's arrived. All right, Adele. Oh, are you? Oh my goodness. Ooh, you're looking forward to it. Oh, now you put me under pressure, Adele. CK's in. All right, Carol. Kent. How did you get on with the movement montages from lunchtime? Were they easier to remember? Just a little bit of that every now and then. Look, just get your stretchy bits, stretchier. 58, 59, 1 minute to go. Pat, afternoon, come on in. So we're going to do some Stoic Boost as always in sit or stand. Afternoon, Red Rita. Then, a couple of minutes of the sway with an add-on today, and just bringing in the swaying legs if you'd like. Actually, your body does the sway. You sway with your legs. You know what I mean. What are you saying, Sandra? Walking to Waterlooville after... Oh my goodness, are you? That's a bit of an uphill trek, isn't it, I think, from where you are. Or get the vacuum out. Now, if you want to surreptitiously crowbar in some housework, Doris, you can. It's not something I particularly enjoy, but No pressure, Adele, no, I'm not under pressure at all. Oh, feeling the pressure. Bubbles arrived, all right, Vivian and Paul, perhaps, maybe, hopefully. Let's get going, shall we? Oh no, there it is, 3, 2, 1. Good afternoon, Bex Townley, later live training. CK loved the montages, thank you very much. Ready for a sway and stretch? Let's get going, have a look. If you haven't joined one of these movement snacks before, it won't all be for you. Have a look at the bits that are for you. There's something here for everyone. Sit or stand options, you choose. Clear your RER, can't see now. External support close to hand if you like. I've got my pedal pushing pants on so you can see what's going on down the bottom end of my feet. Or you might be in a seated position, you choose. First thing, just stand a little bit taller than you ordinarily do. Weight even across both feet. Take a breath. If you feel good to go, get going. Here we go. Extra ankles, feet and toes. So rather than the flat-footed march, can you peel your feet? Find your feet. Knees are fairly low. Maintain this. It's like a relaxed activity, and I use the word relaxed because you should be able to comfortably breathe, not so upright and rigid and thinking about stuff that you don't breathe normally. So normal breath, more activity. Think about increasing the distance between hips and ribs, and then just bring it in. Steady, steady, steady. Relax the arms, relax the hands. The bend of the elbow is significant. Enables you to take more movement and really focus on that backward end squeeze of the shoulders. You might want to take upper body separate to lower body. You decide. Here's your seated prompts if you would like them. From active sit position, just holding confidently, weight even across your buttocks, chest is open, head and gaze is forwards, just adding in this steady activity. So it's the continuation of it, it's the simplicity of it. So just find a combination that works for you, because when you can get this rhythm going, you're going to get that circulation boost. That's really what we want from this part of the movement snack. Hip walk forward if that's good for you. So involve the hip mobility and the buttock shifting. Involve the feet if they're in your day. If they're not, just focus on the upper end ones. Go for the low lift if you can. At a steady pace, not so slow that you feel like you're walking through treacle. It needs to be steady and rhythmical to get that lift, that light lift in the heart rate. There you go, all together looks like that, all separates, all diagonals. How's that? Now really, if you're inactive throughout the day, or perhaps spending a little bit too long in the same position, be that in sit or stand, just crowbarring in these types of activities, so beneficial to your heart and your lungs and your brain and your moving parts and all those things. Right, ready, circ boost done, drawing a line, ready for sway. So Chaos left you with 3 sway sequences. We've done these in lots of different guises before. Let's have a look at these now. Let's pick up where we left off yesterday. Weight even across both feet. Just feel comfortable with that. We're going to start, hopefully you'll feel a natural sway coming in as the arms are moving. So just feel that in sit. You can still get that sway, kind of a bit of a sway, trunky shift across the buttocks. Really small. Slowness is what we're after here, and movement control. Use external support if you would like. I'm going to show both hands here, but you might want to have some lean on a fixed support, either behind or could be front. So pick the position for you. Okay, this bit we know. So the first sway sequence is some alternating brush strokes, kind of what we did last week in the blank canvas sequence. So I'm going to take one more of these. I'm going to work in 3s. I think I've done one too many, but there you go. So there's 3 brush strokes alternating. Then we move into the wax on, wax off sequence. So here we're looking for both arms to be continually moving. So there's the second full circle, and here is the third. And then I'm just going to take a bit of a change here. I'm going to reach across, Here's the third set of sways. It's as if you're shifting, opening a sliding door to the side, rotate a little bit of shift through shoulders 2, and here is the third. And then from here, I'm going to say end of sequence, come back to start position, take a pause. Are you breathing? Please breathe. Sometimes when we have a kind of a brainy task, I don't mean doing the crossword, but coordination tasks and effortful tasks can cause us to kind of pause in the breath. So slow and do continue to think about breath. Like that. Right, I'm going to do the add-on. Now the add-on is, folks, very simply. So we came out of the sliding doors, yes. But then the next movement, we're going to come back to the start position, but go into a palms up, kind of a, can you see my hands there? There, palms up, and a bit of a trunk turn as well. And then we're going to sway through the centre, palms up there. So your gaze is kind of looking forwards and upwards, kind of pensively towards the stars perhaps. Yes. Anyway, right, let's go back round, but I'm going to make another change. I'm going to reduce the counts from 3 to 2. So I'm going to do 2 of everything and add the glancing at the stars add-on that I've just apparently called it. Ready? Struggling to get all my hands in here. Okay. A little bit of pinch through the shoulder blades. Let's just get that hand in position ready for the 2 brush strokes. So we go 1 brush stroke, 2 brush strokes, and then it's kind of 2.5 because it has to come down. The same hand then. Here is the 2 wax on, wax offs. There's the first complete circle. And here is the second complete circle. And at this point, we're going to bring it across to prepare for sliding doors. 2 sliding doors. 1, you can add a bit of a sway here. 2, come to start position, but continue all the way through. Take a turn, heavenly glance at the stars, palms up, swish through the low level, arms there, and then swish through, palms up, elbows stay low. There, back to start point. And take a pause. We'll go around one more time. Now, hopefully you'll feel, depending how confident you feel on your feet, the direction of the arms and the trunk will kind of dictate where you naturally want to sway. So you get this whole body engagement. We get some rise and fall through the knees and some kind of extended switch. So I'm going to say, go with the flow on this, folks. One more time through. In sit, it's exactly the same, of course, without the lower limbs, and still go with the flow with the trunk. Remember all that trunk mobility that we do in all the other movement snacks. It's really so you can articulate small, kind of more finite movements, not just big ranges of motion, but really kind of little subtle ones as well. Let's give it a go. Once, last time through, yes? 2 of everything plus the add-on. Start positions, weight even, comfortably hip width, maybe a little bit wider, certainly if you're going to add some sway. Knees are bent, so you've got your suspension turned on. Prepare the hand for the switch. So that's kind of in position start, and then we go 1, 2 brush strokes, 2. Back to start position, so it's kind of 2.5. Into wax on, wax off. So there's the first whole circle. And there's the second whole circle. And then we're going to come into sliding doors, across, across. Back to base, down the bottom, continue through, a little bit of a sink and a gaze at the stars, palms up. I'm sure there's a famous painting that looks very similar to me doing this in this position here. I know we have some very clever snack mates, so I'm expecting an answer on that. Back to start, back to start, back to start, and take a pause. Okay, so all of that swish and sway, out the way, let's move on with the stretch position, starting with chest stretch. Maybe I'm going to have a sit down here, remove the balance challenge, a couple of preparations and shoulder rolls, open and close, and the feeling is that you're lifting and opening the chest here, and you might want to go for a bit of a pausey squeeze there, hands into back pocket position. And again, just move in and out, so find a natural flow for these stretch positions as well. The hands are here just to park and pause and help hold that position so that we're literally taking shoulders, shoulder blades, chest muscles through bigger ranges of motion than they ordinarily do in the day. Use the rests as well, of course. Back of arm stretch position, a couple of rehearsals here. Can you touch the back of your head or to the side of the head or wherever is comfortable for you? You're looking to check in with where that elbow position is comfortable to be. And then over time, you're going to reach over and just take a pause, maybe add some support on the arm here and just encourage it, tease it to go a little bit squeezy higher if it's comfortable, slowly in and slowly out. And all the circ boost and those sway movements that we've done prior to this are significant, because if we want to improve range of motion, that's better achieved when the muscles are warmer, when the joints are more lubricated. So these slow, stretchy type positions are best done after a bit of movement, after you've been doing stuff. And hopefully you'll already know and experience that if you have been doing stuff around the house or garden or garage or workroom, it feels good to have a bit of a stretch if you've been in the same position for perhaps a little bit too long. So there's the back of the arms there, helping with movements requiring hands to get back there. From the armpit junctions now down to the side of the trunk. So you might want to do a couple of Cossack arm warm up here. And it's shifting up. You're literally lifting out of the hip there. Now this type of option takes away that high reach, might feel more comfortable for shoulders. It's the side of the trunk we're trying to stretch here. So actually, if I leave my arms low, I can still achieve that by lifting out there. I can make that stretch happen without. But we're going for fullest potential, remember? So if I do add that arm reach there, then you can see I've got that whole side stretch type position. You might be in seat, you might be in stand. If you are in stand, take a wide stance, use firm supports, and you might want to go for a reach. It's like an up and over type bendy position, slowly in, slowly out. If you're seated, you might want to use the arms of the chair to give you extra support to go for that bend. Work within these comfortable positions for you. And if your arm's not comfortable up there, it doesn't need to go up there, because it's this bit we're trying to shift and change and move. Two hands together might work for you. So a steady ease away and then a slow rise. So you're pushing away and up. And can you feel that you're really engaging with this trunky bit in the middle? Okay, so that's the top end. So we did the chest stretch into the back of the arm, into the upward side, and we did various variations along the way. That's your top end stretching. Two for the legs now. Do you want the leg ones? If so, have a look, tune in. Eyes down, your first leg stretch. Lift and lengthen out the centre, away from kind of tilted back, so shifting forwards towards you. It's as if you're getting your pelvis and going, all right, shift away from coccyx, high up on sit bones. I've got my stripy leg pants on today, so you can see what's going on with that leg position. Bit of a bend in the knee, foot's relaxed. Take the breath, squeeze and ease down. You might just want to track your fingertips down the front of the shins like so, just to ease down. Can you feel the stretch position here on the back of the thighs? Can you see I've got the other arm here? That might help, just to kind of help give you a bit of support. If I show you on the other leg now, you'll see the role that this arm can play by supporting, offering a bit of support to that hip hinge.
Still get that stretch position here. Really, just consider that the increasing the stretch on the back of this thigh, I'll do this leg so you can see, really comes from the angle and the relationship between the pelvis here and the spine here. So if I lift really high, lift out there, I can start to feel the stretch here. It's not about getting your nose on your knee. It's not about bending forwards. This is very much a different feeling and sensation to hinging. Have I overread that explanation? I think I might have done. It's okay, we've only done it 1,800 times. Foot's fairly relaxed. Can you feel all of this? I mean, even though you're getting the stretch here predominantly, you're going to get buy-in all the way down that leg, helping with lower level bend, reach, shoes, socks, stride length. Right, calves, ready? First position is the same, similar to as we've just done. Knee off the lock, always for comfort. Now the moving part is the foot. And of course this stretch of the calf is very much going to rely on how much movement you have around the foot and the ankle. So squeezing those toes back there towards the shin will get these muscles in the front of shins working. These are the muscles that pick up the toes as we walk. And then you'll feel the stretch on the back. You might want to feel that you're pushing the heel forwards as well to get more of that stretch. Foot pedal in between, maybe a couple of repeats on that. Same on the other side, of course. While you're doing the other side in seated, if you like, I'm going to show you the standing options. And I've mentioned many times before that if you are confident on your feet, with or without this support, you might get an even more effective stretch in this stand position. So there's the ball of the foot, controlling the heel down, 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 down. Still got good support on this leg here. Got some thigh work going on there. Got a stretch in the front of the hip. Everything's forward facing. Toes, knees, hips, chest, gaze. There. Because I'm in this position, of course, my base of support now is much narrower. So if you feel that your balance is challenged in that position, just change where you're going to use the support. So just kind of nudge up beside that support. Now, yes, you've got a narrower base of support, but you've got all of this here to help and guide, help you feel more steady and stable. You could crowbar in those upper arm ones again, while that calf stretch and that front of hip stretch is happening. Other leg, change your support size. There it is there. Just to show, this is all the value also of backward step rehearsal. Ball of foot through to heel when that heel is down there. Can you see the floor's doing the work rather than my shin muscles there? That's the angle we've created to get the calf stretch and the hip stretch here, and then all the extras that you might want to add in. Alrighty, I think that's it. Finish off with a few Beck's hugs if you would like. You can do those diagonally if you would like. If you want to pretend that you're hugging someone diagonally. And there's your forearm stretches if you've been on some grippage and grappling activities. Hey, it's triple. The triple is done. Popping in for a stretch, AD. Very nice. 2. Creeping in the back, Margaret. I think I did see you with all those shopping bags from Meadowhow yesterday. Right, that's it, folks. It's been a joy as ever. You'll see Dave tomorrow morning on the ATM. You've got me on a double whammy tomorrow on noon and 4. Pleasure as ever. See you tomorrow.